Get your watch coming out here now!
Hillsborough, 2 Delta 50.
Now!
Can I get a 1094?
Get your, let me call your sheriff, just so you know.
Don't call the sheriff.
I will right now. Ah, baby!
You don't get
baby!
right now.
Okay. Baby, stop! Okay, this is what I'm gonna do. This is gonna be a long thing.
And that's fine. Just do me a favor, put your hand on top of your head when you take this off.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Thank you.
Put that hand on top.
All right, go ahead and put your hand on top of your head, bud.
Yes, sir.
Thank you very much.
Why you guys stand here? Because I have a camera? Because I'm filming this illegal traffic stop? Because I'm filming the illegal traffic stop, that makes it a threat?
They thought no one was watching. They thought they were above the law, but they were wrong. In this video, you're gonna see shocking moments when the cops realized they got caught in the act by everyday people with cameras, courage, and the truth on their side. These aren't just mistakes. These are clear abuses of power that finally met real resistance, and trust me, what happens next is going to leave you stunned.
So why are you out of your jurisdiction pulling cars over? Dude, if you're in Richardson, you gotta stay in Richardson, man. You can't come into Dallas and pull cars over. Yeah, it is. You can't leave Richardson and pull cars over, dude.
Over 1,750 speeding tickets were handed out in just 2 weeks in Dallas. Things escalated when it turned out that some of the officers weren't even from Dallas. One of them approached a man who had done nothing wrong. He just happened to be the next body they needed for another citation. Ironically, these officers seem to think geography was optional when writing tickets. And if you think that's bad, wait until you see what they did next.
What's going on, man? Hey, is this Richardson or Dallas?
Yes, sir. Just one thing, okay? You're welcome to stay. You're welcome to film me. I do not mind at all. It's your right, okay? I just can't have you do it right here. Do you mind stopping up just a little bit?
Dude, I'm standing between a wall. Like, what are you?
Again, I can't have you do it right here. You can stay. You can film. That's your right to do so, but can you just scoot back a little bit?
Why you need me to go back?
Just for my safety, okay?
I mean, I'm, shit, 25, 30. You walked up to me, dude.
I understand that, sir.
I didn't say a word to you, dude.
I completely understand.
Well, why don't you just go about your business and leave me alone? I'm just saying.
I stand here with you now.
You're not even in your jurisdiction. This is Dallas, and you're from Richardson.
I can't hear you.
You're not even in your jurisdiction right now, dude. You're from Richardson. This is Dallas.
This is Dallas County, sir.
Another man walked up to a scene where police were searching the first man. Like magic, the cuffs vanished the moment they saw a camera. That's when Officer Galloway showed up, suddenly acting like he was in danger. He didn't like someone filming from a public space. Makes sense, when you've got no real reason, pretend you're scared. He had no idea why he felt threatened, but that's never stopped cops from calling backup before.
But you're a Richardson police officer. So why are you out of your jurisdiction pulling cars over? Dude, if you're in Richardson, you gotta stay in Richardson, man. You can't come into Dallas and pull cars over. Yeah, it is. You can't leave Richardson and pull cars over, dude. And another thing, when you're saying it's an interference with your safety, you walked up to me. The Supreme Court's already ruled me filming police is not a crime. You have to display criminal negligence for it to be interference. I've displayed no criminal negligence, dude. Okay, well, why do I got to stand back to where I can't see what's going on when you're outside of your jurisdiction right now? You are out of your jurisdiction. You're a Richardson cop pulling cars over in Dallas. Your jurisdiction is in Richardson, not Dallas. What are you, a sheriff?
Galloway called for backup because a man refused to step off a public sidewalk. Yes, the same sidewalk we all pay for. And since he couldn't explain his fear, Galloway went for a mental gymnastics routine that is epic. He needed help because he didn't feel safe, though he couldn't say from exactly what. Ironically, the only thing in real danger was his ego.
Both these cars say Richardson Police. Why don't you go back to Richardson and pull cars over there? Well, I know how to do your job better than you do because you're not supposed to be in Dallas pulling cars over. And you're telling me, and this guy, he don't even have to do a field sobriety test. He can refuse the field sobriety test. So why is he doing one, man? You got this guy doing a field sobriety test outside of your jurisdiction. What's your name and your badge number?
My name is Officer Galloway.
Officer Galloway?
Galloway, yes,
Okay, and what's your badge number?
14.
Okay, I'm going to be contacting Richardson Police and ask why you're over here in Dallas, the city of Dallas, pulling cars over.
Again, I would like to explain to you
Yeah, feel free to explain why you're outside your jurisdiction.
Okay, so the city of Richardson is in Dallas and Collin County. This is Dallas County.
You are in the city of Dallas right now. This is Dallas where you're in.
Galloway tried to sound reasonable, saying it was okay to film, just not from that spot. Apparently, the wall nearby was a threat. The man reminded him that he approached him, not the other way around. Galloway looked confused, like it was the first time he'd ever heard the term public space. Ironically, the one giving orders had no idea where he was standing.
You can't go across the whole county, dude. You're a city police officer.
Okay, so it's not how that works.
Yeah, it is how it works. Are you a state trooper?
No, sir.
Are you a sheriff?
No, sir.
Then you can't go all across the county then, dude. Your jurisdiction is Richardson. This whole stop's illegal. Your body camera's not even turned on. Where's the red light on? Doesn't have a red light coming off of it either? Who are you keeping safe? Who are you keeping safe by doing this?
I'm not sure how to answer that question.
You don't know who you're keeping safe?
I'm not sure what answer you're looking
What is this, like a victimless crime deal? You guys doing a field sobriety test on the side of the road? Yeah, I've seen where Dallas has pulled over, 1,700 people in 1 month for speeding alone?
Galloway tried to explain that Richardson has territory in Dallas County, so that somehow gave him the right to be everywhere. He sounded more like he was planning to expand an empire. The cameraman reminded him that he was neither a state trooper nor a sheriff, yet Galloway insisted he had the right to patrol anywhere. But hang on, because Galloway wasn't done. He still had more excuses up his sleeve.
Well, obviously you are, because you're in the city of Dallas. You just said you worked in the city of Dallas. Now you don't work for the city of Dallas. So which one is it, man? You work for Richardson or Dallas? Why are you in a Richardson car and then you're pulling cars over in Dallas? You just said you don't work in Dallas, dude.
I guess what I'm trying to explain to you.
You don't know who you're talking to, dude. You don't know who you're talking to, dude. I know exactly what I'm talking about. You're outside your jurisdiction doing an illegal traffic stop.
I understand that's how you feel, sir.
No, it's what I know. You're outside of the city of Richardson. You need to go back to Richardson and do that bullshit over there, dude.
When asked who he was actually protecting, Galloway looked like a student facing an exam he never studied for. The camera threw him off so badly that even his scripted answers didn't land. And again, why was he here in Dallas? It's not like his own county was crime-free, yet here he was, helping out. Something doesn't add up here, and soon the truth is gonna smell even stronger.
Totally understand how you feel.
Or we're going outside your city to harass people, man. This guy's about to get arrested, dude. And I seen that car, that guy going in that dude's car without a search warrant. Dude, when I walked up, your partner over here was going through that car without a search warrant, dude. You can't search people's car without a search warrant. You can't search people's car without a search warrant or their consent.
I couldn't hear you, sir.
You can't search people's cars without consent, a search warrant, or probable cause of crime's been committed.
Who's searching the car?
We witnessed the grand finale, an illegal car search without a warrant, without consent, without cause. When confronted, Galloway, of course, knew nothing. And when told this wouldn't hold up in court, he didn't even try to argue. Maybe he already knew this was heading straight for the fail of the week reel. Ironically, he neither accepted the embarrassment or worse, believed consequences didn't apply to him.
Your partner was searching the car when I walked up. I seen him going through with a flashlight. So you guys just search everybody's car too?
Yeah, I'm not quite sure what responsible.
I'm just saying, you try to unlawfully search me, I'll sue your ass. I don't play that shit, dude.
I'm not trying to say.
Outside of your jurisdiction, searching people illegally. You guys don't ever get called out on it, do you?
Again, I'm not quite sure what we're looking for, sir.
Yeah, well, I'm saying you need to go back to Richardson and cut the bullshit out over here, dude.
Again, if you're trying to get a rise out of me,
Dude, you were out of your jurisdiction pulling cars over, dude. That's the problem. Go back to Richardson and go harass the people over there, dude. What, they run you out of Richardson? They done ran you out of Richardson, now you're over here? I said, what, they run you out of Richardson, now you're over here pulling cars over outside your jurisdiction? Why ain't you in Richardson?
if you're looking for a rise out of
Why are you not in Richardson?
me, how can I get one?
Then go to Richardson then, dude.
The officer called for backup because one man was too much to handle, not due to any threat, but because he was armed with facts. And apparently, facts hurt more than bullets. When the man told Galloway he was free to leave if he felt unsafe, Galloway got confused, then took it as a direct hit to his ego, because that's just the natural thing to do here.
Well, that's where you need to be, obviously. That's where you're from. It says Richardson Police.
Yes, sir.
You're not a state trooper. You're not a sheriff's deputy.
Nope.
You're definitely not a federal agent.
Nope. You're someplace else.
I don't even think this will hold up in court, man, because this is an unlawful stop.
Well, I'm saying that's how you feel.
That's what I know, dude. You're out of your jurisdiction. This whole thing should be called off. But you're trying to get the city that money, ain't you? You're trying to get that city annual budget money, that fines and forfeitures money, because you're going to try to. No, what you're trying to do is you're trying to get a hit on that car to take it to the impound lot. And you're obviously trying to go for a DUI too, which is going to be thousands of dollars. I just don't understand why you can't do things the right way, dude.
So it all came down to this. Richardson cops came to Dallas to boost their budget through tickets, seizures, and potential DUI charges. The man sarcastically asked if they had been kicked out of their own town and came here to take it out on others. As expected, there was no answer. But everyone watching knew exactly what was going on, and yet these officers kept escalating.
What are you scared? You got to call backup in, dude? You're telling additional cops to pull up because you're scared? Because you just wanted to block traffic? Because I caught you out of your jurisdiction, now you're scared? You had to call backup in? Well, why'd you call backup in then? You don't have to. You can leave. You walked up to me, you can leave. You just said you have to, then you said you didn't have to, dude? Are you serious? Dude, you just said you had to come up to me, and then I said, well, you can leave, and you said, yeah, I can leave. So which one is it, dude? Dude, you said you had to be over here, then you said you could leave.
Galloway got stuck in a logic loop he couldn't escape, claiming he had to stay because he didn't know who the man was, yet also admitting he couldn't leave at any time. Good job, officer. You managed to catch yourself in a lie live. Meanwhile, backup units poured in like it was a hostage situation when the only threat was a man with a camera and too much knowledge about his rights. Don't be that guy.
I didn't ask you to come over here, dude. You came up to me. Dude, you can walk away at any time. You can walk away. Nobody's holding you here. That's ridiculous, dude. Is that cab number 410? They got additional units out here because I called them outside of their jurisdiction. Look at all these cops out of their jurisdiction. So how do you feel unsafe, dude? You said you're worried about your safety. How do you feel unsafe?
When confronted with his own paranoia, Galloway couldn't explain what exactly he was afraid of. He spoke about protecting others while cars sped past him at 70 miles per hour just a few feet away, yet somehow the biggest threat was a camera. Could it get any more bizarre? Actually, yes. He acted like being filmed was an assassination attempt, and the most absurd part of this circus was still on its way.
Can you even, is that a lie too? You said you're worried about your safety. How do you feel unsafe? You just said you didn't have to stand. You said you could walk over there. You don't have to stand here, dude. How? I don't know you. So what law is that? You said you don't know me, so you don't feel safe. What are you scared of everything? You scared of a dog? Okay, why do you not feel safe? Protect who? The guy you're trying to take to jail? From what? From what? What are you protecting him from? A camera? Whatever could happen. You think it maybe it'd be a better idea if you were actually in your jurisdiction and quit pulling cars over in Dallas?
In the background, his partner searched for a car, of course, without confirming a warrant or consent. Galloway pretended to trust his fellow officers knew the law. The man reminded them that permission can be revoked at any moment, but clearly, it was easier for the cops to search than to justify. But brace yourself because the arrogance was just getting all warmed up.
I'm looking to get you back in your jurisdiction and quit going outside and pulling cars over for victimless crimes. And you need to cut out all the line too, dude, because you said you can't walk away. That guy's over here searching his car. I don't know if he has consent or not, but you can't be searching that car unless you got a search warrant or he gave consent.
I'm sure they know that.
Over here searching this guy's car. I'm gonna be filing a complaint on you. You guys ain't got anything better to do than pull over motorists outside of your jurisdiction for victimless crimes? I asked you who you keeping safe. You couldn't answer. Who you keeping safe? You don't know who you're keeping safe?
Once they realized he wasn't just a regular citizen, but someone who exposes stunts like these, nervous chuckles and retreat began. Galloway unraveled. He no longer even tried to sound in control. He had no clue why he was in Dallas or how long he'd been doing this. All he knew was that freaking camera was one uncomfortable piece of glass. And guess what? The unraveling wasn't over.
Okay, then that's what a victimless crime is when you're not keeping nobody safe. This is all about taking people money. This guy's over here searching his car, dude. If you gave consent, you can cancel consent at any time. You can revoke consent at any time of them searching your car. These are not your friends. They're not even doing things right out here. What do you think the mayor would say about this? Mayor Richardson, if I went to the city council, I said, hey, how come your Richardson cops are coming into Dallas, pulling cars over here searching them, over here rummaging through this guy's water bottle or something? Well, why don't you go explain to him he can revoke consent to search his car then? Why don't you explain that? And none of them are in their jurisdiction right now. I do know how it works, dude.
The cameraman asked for the exact time to file a complaint, and the officers looked stunned, like it had never occurred to them that someone might track their every illegal move. The camera caught Galloway fumbling to explain whether the man was being detained. The whole thing played out like a bad comedy sketch. Well, let's see what else he had to say. Spoiler alert, nothing smart.
Like I said, you don't know who you're talking to, dude. And apparently you're scared, but you can't say why you don't feel safe either. Dude, you're really dishonest. You're a real dishonest guy. Well, you said you don't feel safe, but then I asked, well, why do you not feel safe? And you can't answer that. How do you not feel safe?
It's my job to stand here in case anything does happen. That's the only reason why I'm on this track.
But also you said you could walk away if you want to. So am I being detained? Am I being detained? Okay, then why do you have to stand here if I'm not being detained?
I'm standing here to make sure everyone feels safe.
But you don't have to be here. You said you have to be here, right?
During the duration of my stop, yeah.
You're a liar, dude. Officer Galloway. This is your patrol cruiser right here, 410? What time is it right now, man? You got the time?
Another officer showed up, presumably to support his senseless intervention. Meanwhile, one of them took photos of license plates while the rest began to realize they were dealing with someone who knew the law better than they did. For a few brief seconds, you could see panic flash across their faces. What followed was the classic shocking moment, the one where cops realized they were the ones caught in the act.
9 o'clock, okay, I'm gonna need that for my complaint. I'm gonna need that for my complaint. I'm gonna be filing a complaint about this. I just don't understand why you can't pull your shit over in Richardson. Why you gotta come over here and do it? You probably done arrested everybody. Look, here's another one. Dude, this is a sting operation. Yeah, they got a sting operation going on here. Look at this, another one. Yep. Hey man, you can't be searching that car unless you got consent, dude. I don't give a damn what he is, man. I don't care what he thinks. I care what the law says, dude. You got a law degree? You do not have a law degree, okay. Thank you for clarifying. Thank you for clarifying you do not have a law degree.
An officer admitted he didn't have a law degree, yet acted like he was the one writing the laws himself. The cameraman sarcastically asked if they even knew what their goal was tonight, because it sure looked like the plan was to harass drivers over victimless offenses. Galloway claimed he wouldn't fall for provocation, though no one had provoked him, only asked questions. And that says more about him than anything else, right?
So what are y'all trying to accomplish here tonight? Just harass people? You want to harass people coming down the road? Is that what it's about? Dude, you came up to me. You can leave. You want to be here. According to your own statements, you want to be here. You can walk off at any time. I'm not holding you here. I'm not detained. I'm not detained either, so you can leave. So you're saying, oh, you're trying to get a rise out of me, dude. You're pulling cars over out of your jurisdiction, dude. I know that. I know I can film you. No, I said that because you said I was trying to get a rise out of you. You can walk off at any time. Thank you. You just confirmed you're a liar, by the way. Because you just said you can walk off if you want to, but earlier you said you have to stand here. So which one is it, man? You said you could walk off if you want to, now you're saying you can't. You don't know the law, you don't know what you're doing, you're outside of your jurisdiction.
Lie after lie, word against word, and every second of it on camera. In the end, Galloway couldn't even say how long he'd been running these operations in Dallas. The only thing he did know was that he's from Richardson and currently in Dallas, which by itself should have raised red flags. Maybe things could have cooled down if Galloway had walked away, but no, he doubled down and kept playing the game.
How long you been a cop, man? How long have you been doing this? How long you been going into Dallas pulling cars over, man? You don't know how long you've been coming to Dallas and you're... Like, how do you not know that, dude? You're in Dallas right now. But you don't know how long you've been coming into Dallas outside of your jurisdiction? Of course, you don't know anything, dude. You said you don't feel safe, and then you can't explain how you don't feel safe either. How? How is you standing there protecting anybody? There's no threat, dude. There's no threat here, dude. So every car that drives by is a threat. Why don't you go stand in the middle of the road then? Why you gotta stand here? Because I have a camera? Because I'm filming this illegal traffic stop?
In their little game, the officers finally hit a dead end. A walk of shame was coming and they knew it. They had to leave with their heads down, but accepting that was the hardest part for them to do. You could see it in their faces, the quiet panic, the bruised pride, the realization that the script had flipped. No words needed, just that look.
Because I'm filming the illegal traffic stop, that makes it a threat. Richardson police over here in Dallas. Look at this guy over here running, dude. Why is this guy running? Oh, he's gonna let him go now because he's outside of his jurisdiction. He's gonna let him go because he knows. Man, you guys are some sorry liars, dude. Yeah, you might want to get out of Dallas and go back to Richardson. You're outside of your jurisdiction, dude. Yeah, go yourself and get the hell out of Dallas, dude. Yeah, get the hell out of Dallas, dude. They just let the guy go. They ran my plate and figured out who I was. Now they're running. The guy was over there taking a picture of my car. Now they figured out who I was. Goodbye. Go back to Richardson where you belong. Get out of Dallas. We don't want you here. It's time for you to go. Goodbye. You need to leave. Go back to Richardson. Man, I just saved that guy from a DUI.
In the end, the drama wrapped up the same way it began, with a retreat. The officers fled the moment they realized they had been exposed, and the man they pulled over was released without a single charge. The one with the camera walked away with a story worth telling. You could say everyone won except the cops. Now that's my kind of story. But if you thought these officers were bad, well, just wait until you see the arrest of a Tampa community activist during a traffic stop. And speaking of shocking moments when cops realized they got caught in the act, this time it all started with a license plate. An officer stopped a driver over the design of his plate, claiming it looked suspicious even though it was a legitimate Florida tag. The driver immediately asked for a supervisor and made it clear he knew the law, identifying himself as a legal professional. But instead of de-escalating, this officer doubled down.
This real smooth. I got a dash cam going. I'm gonna give you about 0.2 seconds explaining to me what you pulled me over for, because I have not committed any traffic violations.
The tag. You can't have that design.
Yes, sir, you can't. I'm a third-year law student. This is not something you want to do.
Let me see your
You can see my
driver's
shirt.
license, please.
Okay. What is the? First of all, that's not. Get your watch coming out here now.
Hills Road, 2 Delta 15.
Now.
Can I get a 1094?
Get your. Let me call your sheriff, just so you know.
Don't call the sheriff.
I will right now.
Don't call the
In
sheriff.
case you can see my shirt.
Can
who
I see
am.
your driver's license?
What's your lawful command to pull me over, sir?
316-605.
Float statute. Okay, let me get
Let
your
me
watch
see
commander
your
out
driver's-
here
let
now. Get
me
your
see
watch
your
commander out here
driver's
now.
license.
And that body
Let
camera
me
let it
see your
roll.
driver's license.
You will not. Okay.
Let me see your driver's license.
Okay.
2 Delta 15. Can I have
Get your watch commander out here now.
Get out of the car.
You will
Give me
not.
your driver's license.
Okay.
Give
You
me
will
your
not.
driver's license now.
Okay. This is what
Give
I'm
me your
gonna do.
driver's license
You have
now.
no lawful reason to open this
Driver's
door.
license now.
You have no lawful reason to open this
Driver's
door.
license
Back
now.
the hell up now.
Driver's license
This body
now.
camera is going.
Driver's license now.
The situation escalated quickly when the officer opened the car door without consent and started yelling. That's a dumb move. No warrant, no cause, just ego and power. The driver calmly explained that no law allowed this kind of behavior, but the officer's answer was a gun pointed straight at his face. What began as a traffic stop had now turned into something far darker.
This is what I'm gonna do before I pull it out.
10-4. Driver's license now.
Get them on the phone. Get your watch commander
Give
out
me
here
your driver's
now.
license
Get your
now.
watch commander out here now.
Give me your driver's
I'm gonna show
license
it.
now.
You will not
Give me
take
your
it.
driver's license.
Baby, I'm being.
Stop. Give me your driver's
Baby, I had
license.
officers trying
Give
to
me your
grab my
driver's
arm.
license now.
Okay.
Give me your license.
He has a weapon pointed at me.
Unbuckle your seatbelt with your right hand now.
Get your watch commander out here
Unbuckle
now.
your seatbelt with your right hand now.
Okay.
Alright, just calm down.
Okay.
Just calm down. Just calm down.
Keep your hand there.
Just calm
Just
down.
swap the lawsuit.
Keep your
Just so you
hand
know. I feel
there.
my calling
Just calm down.
He has a weapon pointed at
Do
me.
not move.
No.
Get out of the
You will
car.
not make me get out of this car.
Get out of this
I
car
have
now.
no.
Get out of this car now. Get out of this car now. Keep your hand on the steering wheel.
Okay.
Stay right there. Do not move.
Just do what he said.
Get your watch
Do
commander out
not
here now.
move.
The driver clearly panicked, explained he had undergone surgery, used crutches, and couldn't stand on his own. The officer ignored every word and threatened him with a taser, treating him like some sort of dangerous fugitive instead of a disabled man. The driver tried to stay calm, but with a weapon pointed at your face and commands to exit under a threat of electric shock, well, this brutality was just too much to deny.
That body camera better be wrong.
Do not
That body
move.
camera better be wrong. You will not point that weapon at me. I have done no unlawful criminal commands. This is a civil traffic stop. You have no lawful reason to pull that weapon out on me just because we're having a verbal disagreement. You have lost your mind. Your badge will be removed today. You can best believe
Do
that.
what he said.
We were just sitting here arguing. I never did anything unlawful to you. Have you lost your mind?
Just do what he said.
He has a weapon pointed at my face. Baby, I need you to get. I need you to get. I need you to get the attorney on the phone now.
Stop. Stop fighting now.
Baby, he has
Stop
cuffs. Baby, you're gonna have to go get
fighting
the
now.
kids.
Stop fighting now.
I am on cane.
Get
I
out of the
just had
car.
surgery. I cannot stand on my
Get
own
out of the
feet.
car.
I cannot stand on my own
Get
feet.
out of
if
the
you
car.
see the second row,
Now.
you will see there's two canes
Get
there.
out of the car.
I cannot stand on my own
Get
two
out
feet.
of the car.
I just had surgery.
Then get out and lay down.
Okay, just calm
Stop
down.
fighting
Get your watch.
now.
You will not put those
Stop
cuffs on me.
fighting. I'm gonna tase you right now. Get out.
You will
now.
not put those cuffs
Get
on
out
me.
now. You're about to be tased. You're about to be tased.
You're going to be stripped in the badge today. You're going to be stripped today.
Get down. Get down.
He has a weapon pointed at me,
Get
baby.
down
Get
now.
attorney, baby. I need you to get attorney Malik
Get
Shabazz on the phone
down
now.
Get on the ground now. Get on the ground.
Despite repeatedly saying he couldn't stand, the officer physically bent the man over and forced him to the ground. He claimed the driver was resisting even though the footage clearly showed someone not fighting back, but begging for help. But instead of offering assistance, the officer responded with raw force. What followed was disturbing. Brace yourself, because the next moments reveal just how far this mistreatment was willing to go.
I want to
cannot-
pull you down if you have a bad
I
back.
have
Then
staples
slow
in
down
my back.
and get down.
You cannot let me
Get
get on
down.
my back. Sir, I'm gonna lean here.
Get
This is what I
down.
will do.
Get down. I'm telling you right now. If you don't get down, if you don't get
Baby!
if you don't get down
Baby!
right now.
Okay.
Stop.
Okay. This is what I'm gonna do. This is gonna be the last thing. You're on my back and I just had surgery. I just had surgery and you're on my back.
Alright, sir.
Yeah. Stop fighting me now.
Got it?
Yeah. Thank you.
Yes, sir.
Thank you. Thank
It's
you.
gonna be a lawsuit. This is gonna be a lawsuit.
Just let that officer do what he said.
You get 1075. Just keep a couple of units. I got one detained.
Just do what he said.
It's okay. It's okay. I'm okay, baby.
They're trying to get my kids right now. I don't know who they're getting kids.
I'm good. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. You got anything on you?
The driver was finally taken down, yet the officers kept acting like they had just captured a real dangerous criminal. The camera caught every moment. The man pleaded, explained he was on medication, all while being shouted at and barked orders. Only at the end of all this did they finally allow his wife to collect his personal items. And amid the chaos, not one officer asked if he needed medical help.
Thank you. Turn up. Sit up.
It's okay. I'm on Hillsborough.
Sit up.
What I need you to do is get Sheriff Chad Costa on the phone. I need your badge number. I am your license concealed.
I'm giving you my knee so you can lean on it.
I just had surgery. This guy came up here threatening me, already with his hand on his weapon. He's
You
telling
see
me
his fake tag he's got?
that's not a fake.
He's got
tag.
that Joker description on it. Ready? Stand up. Come on.
I just had surgery.
Put your leg in. All you had to do is
Over a tag.
a ticket.
So you're doing this over a tag?
Put him in a ticket.
Okay. You just lost your job.
No, he did.
Okay. Well, watch this. You should see my shirt.
You see that tag he's
You
got?
should see my shirt. You should see my shirt. You just lost your job. Get your lieutenant out here now. I am the nephew of a captain of Polk County. Let's bet on it. This is going to spark a lawsuit.
He's a sovereign.
This is going to spark a lawsuit. Okay, get your lieutenant, please. You're just a corporal.
Widen your stance. Widen your stance.
Okay.
And stop. A simple ticket of you to fix your tag and you turned into this, and now you're
You
going to
started
jail.
threatening me with your hand on your weapon. I was in fear for my safety. So you're going to lose your job. This is a civil traffic violation. Even
And you
if-
turned it into this, you're right.
Okay, we'll see.
Still on the ground, the driver pointed out that everything started over a stylized license plate and that the officer had his hand on his gun from the start. He didn't even deny owning a firearm. In fact, he had a legal permit. The twist here is that the weapon was legal, but he was the one left beaten and humiliated. And somehow, the officers still believed they were all just doing their job.
I hope that body camera better been rolling.
It is. You got 4 of them here.
Okay, they weren't here when this started.
All right, well, mine
Now,
was.
just make sure on this report that your badge numbers are all listed. Make sure on this report. I cannot fit there.
You're going to fit in there.
Okay. Watch this. Okay. Okay.
Good job. Yeah, I get there and I'm like, what'd you pull me over for? I need your lieutenant. I'm calling the sheriff.
We're towing this, right?
Oh, yeah, hell yeah.
Well, we need to do an inventory search.
Oh, yeah, we're definitely doing that. That's what I'm doing right now.
Make sure you get a lieutenant out here, please.
They won't come.
Oh, they won't? Okay.
They don't need to. Huh? So I pull him over for this tag. Yeah, it's fake. I mean, it's not fake. It's a real Florida tag, but this design, Florida doesn't have that.
Okay.
So you can't do that. He's he's altering the tag, 316-605.
Nice.
Pull him over for that right away. Please just stop the reason someone else. Shaking.
On the footage, the officer can be heard bragging afterwards, saying that he stopped the car, the driver refused to exit, and that he was big, and that he had to take him down using a taser. Not a single word about the man's disability, not a mention of the warnings he gave. It all boiled down to his ego and the stats. Well, listen for yourself.
I'm gonna call the sheriff. I'm gonna call the sheriff. Give me your ID. Give me your driver's license. Give me your driver's license. No, sir. He's a big guy.
Hang on, you said no?
Yeah.
Okay, you're gonna charge him with obstruction, right?
Yeah, he's going for resistance without right now. And that's why I get him at taser point, and I'm like, get out of this car. And he's a big dude. I couldn't get him out of the car.
Yeah.
So I heard somebody close by. I said, all right. And then he was getting out slowly, and that's when I was able to pull him down. I was able to pull him down and get him.
Hey, did you run the actual VIN yet?
No, not yet.
Because there might be more to it.
Yeah. Woo. Holy hell, dude.
Yeah.
Woo.
Check that CCW on that.
Dude.
Oh, you had a gun in the seat and everything, man.
Dude.
Well, yeah, look at this phone with my mommy.
That's his girl. She was just calling him.
If he has a CCW, it don't matter.
Dude,
So we need to check that.
He was reaching over this way. That's when I got on a taser point.
While they ran the driver's info through the system, it confirmed he had a legal gun permit. That didn't stop the officer from reaching for a taser as his first move. Now they were chatting about how he seemed like a sovereign citizen, all because he knew his rights. And that's the most dangerous part. In their eyes, knowing the law is a red flag.
Here you go.
He's got a permit, so.
Well, if he's got a permit, he's good on that.
I mean, yeah, he can have it.
But run it, I mean, you never know if it's stolen or not.
He can have it. It's just one of those things where it's, you know, if he feels, I feel like he's a sovereign citizen.
A sovereign and a foreign road deal.
Yeah.
Here, I'm gonna give this to you.
That's is that the regular? Is that the? No, does it say R?
It's the same
so
thing.
R.
These are all started with, oh, you know what? Hold on. This is for this.
The officers kept digging, checking the VIN number, fishing for more violations. One even bragged that he'd seen the car the day before and decided to follow it. So no, this wasn't random. It was a premeditated little stalking operation dressed up as routine policing. And the most telling part? They still thought no one would notice the setup.
These are for this.
Yeah.
What's that?
That's the same thing he had for his placard.
I thought I could smell 57, man.
Let me go. I'll start running him and checking his VIN and stuff real quick. How you doing?
Good, how you?
So well. I saw this car yesterday, and I ran the tag, and I said, this is the thing, but I was going to another call. I just got lucky enough to see it again today.
They tried to justify everything, claiming the driver refused to show ID, and that's why he was detained. They insisted they read him the law and explained everything clearly, but the footage tells a different story. It shows confusion, aggression, and zero communication. Honestly, these officers were foolish to believe that saying something out loud would magically make it true. Boy, they do that a lot, don't they?
You are. But I got to impound it because you're going to jail.
What's the charge? What's the criminal charge?
Resisting officer without violence.
There has to be a criminal offense. I have committed a criminal offense.
Yeah, not giving me your ID.
You're going to lose your job.
That's fine.
Come here on 13P, Grady County Road 39 in Thompson Road, in Whitevale, updating 1015.
We're just resisting arrest without violence.
No, not yet. Yes, you're going to jail for resisting, and you're getting a ticket for the tag.
Okay. So a simple traffic violation, and you put your hands on me. Put your hands on your
Yep, once you refuse, I didn't put my hands on my gun.
Your hand was on your weapon as soon as you approached.
Not my gun.
That's again, just so you know,
That's fine, my hand was never on my gun. Yeah. Yeah, I think he's just sovereign. I mean, look at this. You see his tag?
I'm not a sovereign citizen. Just walk the road. You just made a horrible mistake. You just made
Hey,
a
sorry.
bad mistake.
One officer admitted he'd seen the car before and had Googled the plate to check it out. In other words, no urgent threat, no real cause, just visual suspicion and personal curiosity. And the big trigger? A license plate with a Joker design. That was enough to launch this whole ordeal. These officers seemed to forget that their job wasn't to hunt for cool graphics, but to make citizens feel safer.
So pull his car, that tag's fake. I mean, it's a real tag, but the design on it is fake. So you put a fake design on the tag. Here, they can have this.
What are you talking about? We just got these vehicles. We just got these cars. He painted the color. It was blue. It used to be blue. He got it repainted because he didn't like the blue.
The tag's illegal.
Huh?
The tag's illegal.
It is not illegal.
316-605. That's the Florida State statute. I read it to him in the back.
But how's he supposed to know that?
That's what I was going to the stop was to let him know that. And when he refused to provide ID, when he's lawfully detained under a lawful traffic stop, he's got to provide ID.
But how are you supposed to know about the tags? Like,
that was the point. I was going to do a traffic stop, let him know, hey, that's illegal. Probably let him out with a warning because I had to take my car to the garage. And then when he's yelling and screaming, he's going to call the sheriff on me. I'm violating his rights. I said, okay, well, give me your ID. And I told him to stop 2 times.
The story boiled down to this. The car was legally painted, the plate was real, just had a design on it. Sure, maybe a minor technical violation. But where was the sense of proportion? Instead of a warning or a citation, we got a full-blown spectacle with tasers, guns, and an arrest. The officers patted each other on the back, convinced they did the right thing. In truth, all they did was compromise the law.
I told him the reason for it, and I gave him the Florida State statute for it, which is 316-605. That's the Florida State statute. If you want to write it down and look at it when you go home, you can. I told him that. He says, no. He's reaching around the car. I said, I need your ID. When he's lawfully detained and refusing to provide ID, that's when it becomes a criminal offense. So once I made the determination that you're refusing to provide ID.
I'll do whatever the freak I want to do.
Okay, that's fine. I mean, the tag's clearly illegal. Yeah. And they're all like angry at me. I said, listen, there's just gonna be a warning. Oh, warning. That's all there's gonna be. I had to go to the car and they sent me an email. My fleet car that I have checked out, that fuel card expires at the end of the month. So they sent me an email. That's why I was leaving. That's why I was 10-6 garage. Yeah, but I forgot I had that fleet card, and then that's why they sent me an email for that. And so I was like, oh well, let me go get this done right away. Plus I got a depot at 4:30, but I'll make that. So.
You're a stud.
And so I saw this tag yesterday. I really saw this tag yesterday. Someone took a comparison. And I was 51 to a call, and I couldn't stop them.
They tried to argue that the license plate design was reason enough for detention, claimed that they read him the statute, yet still couldn't explain how anyone was supposed to know the design was a problem. If they had wanted to, the whole thing could have been handled in 3 sentences. But ego doesn't settle, it demands a scene. And when arrogance wears a uniform, it doesn't look for resolution.
And so I was like, okay, whatever. You know, that thing was, they'll see another day. And then I saw it. I said, I looked at it, I even Googled like Florida specialty Joker plate. I'm like, let me be 100% certain.
Yeah, they sent
like, that's a cool tag.
They sent an email out like a week or 2 ago from FHP about it was in the Fusion thing, about the tags being painted and
yeah, that's what that one is.
Yeah.
You know,
people making their own.
Yeah,
you can see it on it.
Her tag is
sometimes.
Yeah, so you can tell it's a regular Florida tag. Like, where it's just, yeah, you can tell it's that one. It's one of those ones. And then he did put a painting over it. But again, honestly, if it's black and like the Joker picture's not there and you can see Sunshine State, you're good. That's a good tag. But everything else is.
Pull that thing off. You can't see it. Take it off.
Can you believe they actually arrested this man without a single valid reason? They acted like kids who had been bullied in high school and were now desperate to prove they had the power by taking it out on someone decent and law-abiding. We can only hope the consequences catch up with them because justice doesn't forget, even when officers pretend it doesn't apply to them.
Oh yeah, which violates 316-605. Reason they're saying I had my gun. Let me tell you something. Again, everyone, I thought about it. When you reach over the passenger seat, when you put the wallet down, I thought about it. Yeah. See, are you taking his property or is he coming down? Okay, let me verify with him.
Yeah, I'm his wife. Yes.
Okay, well. So are you okay with your wife taking your wallet, your 2 phones, your chain, your AirPods, and that Florida State little keychain?
Yes.
Okay. I do. Yeah. And then the chain, Florida State keys. Was there a single 4 that happened over here? There they go.
They just said, all right, we're good.
Oh, that's good.
Captain Jarvis, 863.
In the end, they packed up his belongings, confirmed he had a permit, and even asked if his wife could take some items. But the damage was already done. A disabled man had been pulled from his car, thrown to the ground, searched, and humiliated, all because of a license plate design. And as upsetting as this was, the way these officers trampled on the Second Amendment in the next encounter is going to take things to an even darker place. These two previous cases aren't the only shocking moments when cops realized they had gotten caught in the act. In this encounter, officers from another county showed up at Austin's door, claiming they were responding to concerning social media posts. But instead of knocking and calmly explaining, they started off with tense and aggressive tones. Even if you're not sure what's going on yet, don't worry, it's all about to become very clear.
Unlock the door. Yeah. Hold on a second, bud.
What's going
Hey,
on?
man, relax a second, okay? I'm gonna talk. Okay? What's your first name?
Austin.
Austin. I'm Deputy Humphries, okay?
Well, honestly, this is a
Listen,
really
listen,
different
listen,
meeting.
listen. Let's calm down a second, and I'm gonna talk to you.
Yes, sir.
All right? So, we were called here by Crystal Lake Police Department to do a welfare check.
And then
Yeah, okay. Okay, so, all right. Are you gonna let me talk, and I'll let you talk?
yes, sir.
All right. Number two, the reason why we were called here is because there were some comments and some photos put on social media with your name attached to it.
This welfare check quickly turned into an interrogation, like Austin was suspected of terrorism, not just a social media post. One officer said the issue was that Austin didn't have an FOID card, even though he didn't own any firearms. When they learned it was just airsoft replicas, their tone stayed the same. They kept lecturing him like they had just found a full arsenal of weapons in his living room.
Directed towards the Crystal Lake Police Department. That's the only reason why we're here, sir. Okay. We can sit here and split hairs all day. And I'm not going to do that. Alright? Next, we got called here to check on you because number one, you don't have a FOID card. Okay? You're required to have a FOID card. Okay. State law says you're required to have one to be a firearms owner.
I don't have a firearms.
Okay. We are aware of that now. Now, since we talked to your other half, he told me that the pictures that you posted are of airsoft guns, and we just went in and confirmed that. Okay? So, obviously, we have to make sure of that because we cannot be too unsure this day and age.
It all came down to someone being scared of photos with toy guns. And instead of recognizing it as a misunderstanding, these officers jumped at the chance to react, thinking they'd finally had a good excuse. Then came the most irritating part: passive-aggressive advice, delivered with that condescending tone we all know about. What started with airsoft ended in ego, and the worst part is still loading here.
Alright? For safety purposes only. Alright?
Nowadays, yeah.
Okay?
Yes, sir.
Now, if you have some issues or some problems with the Crystal Lake Police Department, may I make a suggestion to you? This is my suggestion, sir, that you handle it appropriately and not be making absurd comments or pushing your Second Amendment right to disorderly conduct, or excuse me, your First Amendment right to disorderly conduct.
Sir, I don't do that.
Okay, but you get what I'm saying, right?
Yes, sir.
How that could be misconstrued into something else. Is that fair?
Sir, I don't understand.
You don't understand how somebody's comments can be taken as something else, and that's why the police are here now?
Maybe nowadays, sir, yes.
Yes, this day and age,
Yes,
people
because
freak out.
I don't understand because
The officer smartly suggested he avoid using his constitutional right to free speech because it might sound like disturbing the peace. In other words, you're allowed to speak, just not in a way that feels too emotional to someone else. If you cross this invisible line of someone's sensitivity, well, the police are going to show up. After all, today's climate is perfect for turning interpretation into a crime.
I don't... Look, I just woke up.
Okay.
This is ridiculous.
handcuffs. Well, listen,
I understand.
Listen, the handcuffs come off
Yes,
as easy as they go on. Okay, that is detainment for safety purposes for you and us. Okay.
Now maybe nowadays, this day and age, shit like that. But
do you understand how your comments can be a little bit, maybe
to some
that's why the
sensitive,
police
to
are
some
here.
sensitive people, maybe.
Yeah, maybe.
Maybe. But this whole situation, honestly, you know what I mean?
Listen, we're here doing a simple welfare check on you to make sure everything's good and make sure that you were not possessing any
this right here.
Austin tried to explain he didn't know anything was wrong, while the officer casually said they cuffed him for safety. First, they woke him up. Then they put him in handcuffs, and then finally told him it was all for his own good. The message was clear here. Being confused and half asleep makes you a threat. And it raises the real question. Was it truly necessary to use handcuffs for what was supposed to be just a conversation?
Okay, we've already been past that point. And Austin, I have explained to you every reason why. Okay, I walked into the house with your partner because of the reason why, because of safety reasons. Okay,
And why is that?
safety reasons, sir. Because there's
Safety
guns in the
reason.
house.
We don't have guns. We have airsoft rifles. It's
Okay,
my
but
right.
he claims he also had a pistol in the house.
Right. He has FYD.
Okay, and I understand that, and that's fine. Okay, but that is a safety purpose for myself and my partners. That's all it is. Okay.
Now I'm getting a little bit upset too, because that's my partner. That is my husband.
Okay, but I
This
talked
is
to him,
nothing on my husband.
and he showed everything to us and was completely cooperative with us. And I told him you'll be back in the house in a minute. So the only reason you were in handcuffs is because you started to get amped up.
The absurdity peaked when police admitted there were no real weapons in the house, but they entered because someone said he might have one. So now, based on a maybe, people are going to be detained while the state checks off another intervention on the list. No evidence, no crime, just speculation. And if you think that was the end, keep watching because these officers were far from done violating this citizen's constitutional rights.
Because I just woke up.
Okay,
like,
but you
honestly,
don't.
I don't know. I'm disoriented.
So do you have any other? So what's going to happen is we're going to document this incident and we're going to forward the information to Crystal Lake Police Department.
That's okay, sir.
All right. My suggestion to you is that you keep your comments to yourself when it comes to stuff like that, so your comments can't be misconstrued
Sir,
as something that they're not.
not making it towards the government, sir.
Okay. Do you take any medications, Austin? Anything? Well, this isn't a courtroom, but okay. You don't want to talk to me about that? Is there, listen, I'm a gun guy too, man. Okay, I'm a gun dude. I love guns.
That's okay.
All right.
Yes, sir.
But I just your comments need to be toned down a little bit when it comes to what you're saying on a public website.
Sir,
That's why the police are here.
sir, I don't understand that though.
Do we have all of his? We have all of his information, correct?
The driver admitted he was confused and upset. He had just been woken up. But the officers showed no understanding. They told him it was just documented and that the case would be sent to Crystal Lake Police. No apology, just a warning to be more careful about what he posts online. So now it's not the courts that judge you, it's Twitter and your local police department. And believe it or not, they still had more to say on it all.
They have touched it, yes.
We have all of his information. Okay.
No, I don't.
Okay. What we do? Okay. We just need an updated phone number for you, Austin.
39.
For our report.
I don't understand this.
We'll get your phone number from him.
Sir, all I know is my hands are in cuffs.
That's because you started walking towards the house and he's explained that to you already.
Sir, because
we don't know what you're going to grab from the house, man.
Step out. You're free to go. We're going to uncuff you.
Am I okay to go?
Yes.
Yes. I said step out, sir. Step out and face the car, please, and then we'll uncuff you.
Oh, yeah, they do.
Sir, I am disoriented and I don't understand what
Okay,
is
are you in
happening.
need of medical attention or anything, or do you just want to go back to bed?
I just want to go back to bed. I
Okay,
don't
sir.
understand.
And that's fine. Just do me a favor. Put your hand on top of your head when you take this off.
Yes, sir.
Thank you.
The police finally took off the handcuffs, but he still didn't understand what had just happened. They asked if he needed medical help, which felt deeply hypocritical considering they had just invaded his home and woke him up in cuffs. They told him he was free to go, yet kept clinging to procedure like it justified everything.
Put that hand on top.
All right, go ahead and put your hand on top of your head, bud. Yes, sir. Thank you very much.
What on earth is going on around here? Yes, sir.
All right.
All right, you good, man.
Sure. Yes, sir. I'm away from my car.
You can put your hands down.
Okay. Walk this way towards your house. I'll walk with you. Yes, sir. Go ahead. Put your hands down.
No, sir.
All right. Well, you want to keep your hands up like that? That's fine. I already told you to put your hands down.
No, sir. How much have you had to drink today, dude?
Sir, I am an alcoholic and I can drink enough.
Okay.
Fair enough.
Fair enough. I mean, we drink on our days off too, so.
Oh boy. I do not want you guys to show back up to my house.
Okay.
Working on not even going on your property.
Don't ever show up again.
Still confused, Austin asked the police not to come back again. One officer replied that he didn't know anything about Crystal Lake and that in Winnebago County, they do things their own way. In other words, every town makes its own rules, every patrol acts on its own feelings. Even though everything was settled, they still treated him with caution like he might suddenly explode into some kind of verbal crime.
You don't understand. Crystal Lake Police Department is different.
I don't know what issues you've had with Crystal Lake, sir.
Crystal Lake Police Department. Boy.
We handle business how we handle our business in Winnebago County, sir.
Yes, sir.
I can't speak for another police department how they conduct their business.
And this is exactly what happens when that happens.
Okay.
You know, all I know is that earlier what happened.
Joe.
And can I put my hands on?
I told you that 5 minutes ago. Yes, you can head back in your house.
Look,
right.
all I know is what happens with Crystal Lake Police Department stays with the Crystal Lake Police Department. What's happening now is it's not okay. Okay?
All right.
It's one of those situations.
Right. Sir, he can go back inside and he can go back to bed.
Okay. Go back to your house.
In the end, Austin tried to explain that the whole event felt pointless, but got a cold reply. We're done here. It was clear no one was willing to take responsibility for the terrible, terrible behavior. For the entry, the handcuffs, or even an apology. No one's gonna do it. Everything was brushed off with bureaucratic phrases like, we'll forward it, as if they'd just mishandled a package, not invaded someone's privacy.
But this is a... Whoa, you guys have blown this out of proportion.
It's very on that, sir. Go ahead, you're free to go.
No.
Good night, sir.
No, okay.
Good night, sir. Good night.
This was whoa. This was like a whoa. Like, whoa. Hello? Like, I just woke up and I have to deal with this?
Austin, we already told you that you're free to go. We had to check out what was going on with Crystal Lake Police.
Crystal Lake Police.
Cleared it up. You're all good.
We will tell them what we found out.
Tell them not to do that again.
Okay, well, I can't control what they do. I can't
the
control
sheriff
what
of
they
this
do.
county. You have every control.
Okay, go back in your house.
Okay.
Go back in
Austin,
your
we already
house.
went over this. We're done, okay?
Yeah, but I feel like we're splitting hairs here. Okay, but if you want to stand outside and talk to nobody, that's on you. Okay, sir? Good night.
Yes, sir.
It's truly shocking that people at the start of their careers who swore to protect constitutional rights now act like those laws don't even exist. Honestly, they should lose their qualified immunity. I'm serious. We all need to be talking about that so they can understand that they're not above the law. In fact, it's the exact opposite for them. They're supposed to enforce it. If you think this was as bad as it gets, well, think again. In the next video, you'll see cops take things to an even more disturbing level. Just when you think they can't get any worse, they do. Stick around because trust me, you're not going to believe what happens in our next one.